One night during a very bad storm, Zam's tent began to leak.
Yeah, I am Ninja Hamster, sent to destroy Zam.
The next morning, after a very damp night, Zam decides he must get some money so that he can buy a new tent. Zam decides to sell the only thing he has left, his car. Zam puts a for sale sign on his car, but no one seems interested.
Yeah, huh. Crap, I missed.
One day a man arrives to buy the car, but all he can offer is a bag of magic beans. Zam thinks this is better than nothing, so accepts the beans. Zam decides not to eat the beans but to plant them and sell the crop, thinking, I'll make quite a lot of money selling magic beans.
Darn, I've been discovered.
Zam prepares the ground, plants the beans and waters them. Zam was tired after his hard work, so went to bed for a well-earned rest.
Crap, I missed.
During the night the bean began to grow, and grow, and grow. By the morning there was a beanstalk so tall that you could not see the top. When Zam saw the beanstalk, he was so shocked. Not just because the beanstalk was so tall, but because it had no beans on it either.
I found some. What do you reckon to poison?
Zam thought the beans must be at the top of the stalk, so he climbed into his spaceship and started on his way to the top.
You don't get away that easily.
When Zam reached the top of the beanstalk, instead of beans he found a whole new land. It had trees and grass, but it was all a very different colour to what he had seen before. Zam saw a castle in the distance and decided to explore.
This will get him. Ouch. Come back here, you bugger.
When Zam reached the castle, he was surprised to see that it was a lot bigger than he had expected. He pushed hard at the door and it opened just enough for him to squeeze through.
Ouch.
Zam went inside. Everything was huge, the chairs and the table. He found a pair of slippers. Just one slipper was as big as a house. Suddenly, Zam heard loud footsteps, very loud footsteps, coming towards him. A voice roared,
Fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell the blood of an alien.
Zam was terrified. Zam looked up. And there, standing in front of him, was a huge giant. The giant looked down at Zam. He was shaking.
Hello, little fella.
The giant said,
Would you like some cake and pop?
Ha! I use high karate. I don't smell.
The giant gently lifted Zam onto the table. Sam used a cotton reel as a table, a button for a plate, and a thimble for a cup. Sam enjoyed the cake and pop that he had been given. The giant told Sam that he lived alone in the castle, and that no one came to see him, because they were all afraid.
Has anyone got a pair of scissors?
After Sam and his new friend the giant had finished their cake, they took a look around the castle. Sam saw the kitchen, Sam saw the bedroom, Sam was surprised to see that everything was so large. The giant took Sam to the barn, and Sam could not believe his eyes. There in front of him was the biggest goose he had ever seen. And the eggs! Well, the eggs were gold. Sam asked if the eggs were real gold. The giant explained that the geese were special, and that the eggs were real gold.
Oh, crap.
Sam told the giant about the storm, and that his tent was leaking. Sam explained that he had sold his car, but all he got was some magic beans. Sam told how he had planted the beans so that he could grow some to sell, but all that grew was a huge beanstalk. The giant was so happy to have a new friend that he gave Sam one of the golden eggs. Sam thanked the giant and promised that he would visit again.
Geronimo!
With the golden egg, Sam bought a new tent, fixed his spaceship, and even bought a new sportier car.
Oh, that was a scary bit.
Sam was very happy that he had found a new friend and that he had been so kind to him.
Everybody was kung fu